There's a lot of bullshit excuses getting around today, so we've come to the middle of the Australian Outback to get away from all of them and show you at home what I reckon is the best weekender, Outback trip with your experienced, not experienced, first time, millionth time, petrol, diesel, big, small. Over the next 1,000 Ks, we're going to take you down to the centre of Australian car culture. It's going to be loud, it's going to be dirty, it's going to be dusty, we're going to get drunk, we're going to take our pants off, but you're going to enjoy it, and that's the important part. Say hi to your mum for me, and enjoy the next few corrugations.
Welcome to season 2, motherfucker.
That was bad, man. But like bad.
Like good bad?
No,
Or?
bad.
No, that was
Good
cheesy as shit. Guys, I just want to say it real quick. How freaking good is this? We are back on Red Dirt for season 2. I am excited. I have a little bit of a chub. How are you guys going back there?
We're back, baby. I'm so keen for the next couple of days. Nick, mate, good to have you back. You've been tied up with Full Drive Evolution.
I've been flat out. I honestly haven't had a chance to scratch my own butt. Getting this automatic tyre inflation system happening. So I'll tell you what, though, it's good to be back out here and getting some red dirt under the tyres and under my feet. It's really good.
We're going to head through Gundabooka National Park. Now, we did this last time, but we're going to pretty much blow straight through, except I'm putting my freaking foot down this time. I want to see the Aboriginal rock art. Then after that, we're going to jump onto the Darling and going to head a bit further down than we did. So we're going to stop at Louis and Luth. We're going to stop at Luth, maybe grab a bit of lunch, and then punch on through to Tilpa, where I am going to show you guys how to catch a yabby.
I reckon we settle into the groove and enjoy the corrugations. Good to be back on the corrugations.
Mate, you guys got to get about the Super Shock party. There's no corrugations in the Ranger.
No, that thing's a freaking cloud. Don't remind me. It's fine. No, there's nothing uncomfortable about a 26-year-old patrol.
Time to put our foot down, enjoy some of this amazing scenery, and get to our first stop of the day, which may or may not be a pub. It is a pub. It's definitely a pub.
I might take you home tonight. Oh, so here goes nothing. I hope it turns into something. I'm standing on this high dive, just about to jump in. And that smile's like a lighthouse guiding me ashore. I've been stalling here long enough.
Between you, me and Danny, we're running 3 completely different tyres. I'm running the AT2 Extreme, the all-terrains. You're on the MTs, the mud terrains, and Danny's on the RTs in between. And I think because of that, we've got different pros and cons between them, and as a result, we need to run different pressures. What are you running, Danny?
Mate, right now Nick let me down to 25.
And I kicked off temperature increase. Well, there you go, guys. The Toyo Tire Tip brought to you by We Were Bored and Having a Conversation.
We were out here a year ago and it couldn't have been more dead. We were actually amazed that there was anything alive here, and now, this bit we're in right now, this could be like New South Wales hinterland. If you couldn't see little patches of red, you're not in the outback. This is insane.
Mate, it was desolate last time we were here. It really just shows how much this place is alive. You know, a bit of rain or a little bit of no rain, and this place just completely changes. And I think best of all, we're about half an hour out of Shindy's Inn in cold beer. So, what do you guys reckon we make a boogie on and see where this takes us?
This is what I love about the Australian Outback. We've only done about 200 kilometres today, and already the landscape's changed about 5 or 6 times. Now, we're talking to the Mulga Creek Hotel publican, and he reckons they've had about 15 mil of rain out here recently. And I've got to tell you what, it makes all the difference.
Look, however you want to pronounce this place, Shindy's Inn is the perfect stop for any outback traveller. And a couple of beers or a jack is really good to wash the dust out of your throat.
Alright, so we finally made it through Gundabuka National Park, and we're out here at Louise? Yeah, Louise. We're out here at Louise at Shindy's Inn. It is one of the iconic outback pubs. We did get here a little bit later. We did miss food, but the beers are cold. From here, we're going to push out west, start following the Darling River run, see if we can get into Stilpa tonight. So, what do you reckon, boys? Have a couple of these and hit it?
I like it.
Legitimate plan or the...
No, the Smoke and Mirrors one, because we're going to stay at the Four Seasons.
Yeah, so we're going to lie about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've already said that we're going to go down the rough, bumpy track.
Yeah.
The hotel is on that side of the river, a little bit down. There's a pool.
And the flatbed's waiting too.
A spa.
Yeah, the trailer's waiting.
Yeah.
Stripper
You
car
don't
trailer.
drive these cars, mate. You don't fucking
Why would you?
Drive it?
That range has done 100,000 K's.
on the back of a tilt
Yeah,
truck.
without many wheels spinning. So.
Yeah. Man, it's worn the clutch of a tow truck out many times. No, let's go and bang on because I want to get to camp and hotel camp. What am I? Shit. Anyway, the booking's under Danny.
Footy team got up last night, mate.
Did they? Who won actually? In the Origin, which was last night. Who won?
Well, like
Dan?
actually,
Per chance?
I believe Victoria won.
Did they?
Yeah. They smashed the South Australia Crows. So, upper.
We've just gotten in. This always is rolling. This is just how we capture the candid moments.
Yeah.
Because it's always rolling. Did I? We're on. Is that recording now?
My God, we've done it.
Okay, so it is. Is it actually?
It's roll.
Okay.
Okay.
So we leave Shindy's now.
Gentlemen, we are about 2 miles up the road in the old money, apparently. 2 miles, then we're going to hook a left, and then we're not going to turn for about 5 days. Boost engaged. All my time travelling this country, I don't think I've ever seen the New South Wales Outback look like this.
That is amazing.
How amazing is this?
What we do here, we film everything, film all the things.
In the middle of nowhere, just an oasis. This is exactly what we keep telling you about. Like, the Outback is just constantly changing. The terrain, like, we were literally going through what looked like a desert before. It is so green out here. Now we found this natural oasis. Like, are you kidding me? People say the Outback's boring, there's nothing out here. You're out of your minds. You've got to get out here and experience this stuff.
This has proven a point that I've been saying for years. I'm a massive believer in not being a travel snob. And what I mean by being a travel snob is people that say that the Kimberley is, you're more of a traveller if you've been to the Kimberley, or you're more of a traveller if you've been in the Simpson Desert, or anything like that, these big ticket locations where you could probably get here in a day and a half from Sydney. And it doesn't matter how many times I've been down this run, I've never seen it like this. And every time I've come down, I think it's been a bit different. And I could not care less right now if I was an hour from Burke, or I was an hour from Katherine, I was in Arnhem Land, I was in the Simo. Couldn't care less. This right now for me is exactly where I want to be. And this is Outback Australia.
I don't fucking know. We've got Mr. Outback there. I'll jump it if you want me to, but I don't know where it's coming from. It's water. It's moving that way, so I guess it's coming from that way. It's unexpected. Basically out of water trivia now.
It's not weird that we're in the outback, the
Part of
desert.
it's hydrogen, bit of oxygen in there. I think that's the breakdown.
This is some good stuff.
Not bad. Not bad, good size. 2 seconds in. Finding water like this in the middle of the outback, it's like a unicorn. It's just, I mean, it actually exists and it doesn't have a giant horn.
Oh yeah, sweet jumping, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Chasing the sun in the outback is one of the best experiences you'll ever have. Have a go at it.
Heading due west, golden sun in your eyes. I really don't care that we're not going to make Tilpa till after dark, because this is one of the best driving experiences I've ever had.
This place doesn't seem like the Outback we woke up in this morning. There's a couple of hours and just such huge variations.
Last little run of the Darling till we get into Tilpa, where it's definitely going to be dark because it's pretty much last light now. Well, see you in the morning, or in a bit, or at the pub, one or the other. Waking up with that golden sun through the trees, that was perfect. I'm going to roll out of the crash pad, Dan's going to trip and fall out of the cub, get some breakfast on, if you can call it that. I'm going to try and catch a yabby.
As you can see here in Red Dirt Diary, fitness and fashion are both equally as important.
Tight apparel too. Thanks, guys. Making me look as good as possible.
You're like head to toe tied right now, aren't you?
This is no. Got a bit of spotters.
What a spotters, don't worry.
I'm gonna go make pancakes.
Viewers, let your imagination run wild.
This take considerably more shaking than I expected.
45 minutes into making instant pancakes. I'm going to do a shout out here to Harry from Fire to Fork. Please help.
Hey. You must have shaken it up, mate. That's
Maybe if I do it for another 45 minutes.
This is why we don't put cooking segments in the show, guys.
Guys, why don't you do a cooking segment?
This is why.
This is the reason why.
This is horse shit. This is why we eat at pubs. If people could stop asking for cooking segments, that'd be fantastic, because this is what you get.
Come on. Your heart is full of brass.
So I chucked a post up on Instagram probably a month or two ago now by the time you see this episode, mentioning this ProQuip super can that's actually designed for chain and bar oil for a chainsaw. Now I said I don't usually carry this much bar oil, so what I use these for is engine oil, because the standard plastic containers that you buy after a couple of thousand Ks of corrugations can split. I got a couple of comments saying, I've never had a plastic oil can split, they don't split, what are you doing wrong? They brand new oil bottle, and it's been banging around for a couple of thousand Ks on these corrugated roads, and as you can see quite clearly, she's sprung a well and true leak there. So there you go, proof's in the pudding. We're going to transfer all this oil out of this can into the ProQuip metal one, and that'll be sweet for the rest of the trip. So you all haters.
What do you reckon, boys? You keen to hit it too? We've got a pretty big day in front of us.
Big skies, big fires tonight, big meals maybe?
Oh, that sounds big. What do you reckon, Nick? We might get the cameras out of camp tonight too, see if we can do some pretty sexy astro.
Yeah, I'm really keen for that. There's nothing quite like a desert night sky, really clear. Perfect for astrophotography, so I'm really excited.
A little bit late in the day, we stopped and got distracted. We had smoko by the side of the road, had a few beers, nothing else happened. This is insane. These are the types of river crossings you see on the way into the Cape.
This may be my first Outback river crossing.
Is that a flat?
No,
That's definitely something wrong with the cup.
Guys, I got a problem. Just went into a crazy wobble.
Alright, we're pulling up behind you now.
That's a lot of body movement there, man. Turn it off.
Panhard bush is...
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Panhard bush is toast on the chassis end.
Oh, do you want to do that? I'll have a look.
Yeah.
There was a lot of body movement there, man.
Yeah.
As in you turn the wheel, the body moves before the tyres do.
Panhard bush is gone.
Oh, that's alright, there's a bush fix for that.
The radius arms are still in. The mounts are all still in. So what do you want to do a bush fix now? It looks like the chassis end of the Panhard bush is gone. Danny and I are just going to get the crash mat out. We've got the tools. We'll jump under there and see.
I'm making a little workshop for you, buddy.
Yeah. Hopefully it's something basic and it's just come loose, but I'm pretty confident the bush is gone. In all seriousness, this toolkit has paid for itself over and over.
Yes. Well, this is a perfect example. We are on what is technically a really easy Outback run. Easy does not mean get complacent. It's still the Outback. You're still a long way from any help. It's not like we can just sort of stop here and pop into a local super cheap and grab the part we need. So right tools, right spares. Think about the things that could go wrong on your vehicle. Pack the right tools for your vehicle, and be prepared to use them and know how to use them.
Anyone paying attention at home, the Panhard rod is invented by a guy called Mr. Panhard.
Panhard Rod.
Yeah,
Hey, man, reputation.
Or Rod Panhard.
Yeah,
Was it formal?
his name was Rod Panhard.
Like, yeah, James Bond. I understand.
So the whole job of this is to stop the axle moving side to side, because otherwise every time you turn left, the whole car would push to the right and vice versa. So Danny's in for a fun couple of days.
Easy. Easy.
Alright,
Every time I drive, I'm trying not to crash.
in it goes.
Well, guys, we've got a few more clicks to do before we get to White Cliff. So I've run out of funny things to say, and I've already broken the car. So why don't we just run a montage, a sexy little montage?
A montage? At this time of day?
Yes, yeah. You know what? We're brave. Let's do it. I'm combating wheel wobbles here, so roll the montage, drop them sexy fake anamorphic bars, and let's freaking do it.
Montage, get out of there!
Go!
Put them in the dirt, say it again, man, and that's a reverse. Never rehearse, jumping in first. Call up the nurse, put the beat in the hearse. This is absurd, change to berserk. Don't get on the tracks, man, and they better swerve. Don't got a nerve, man, I never curse. Just casting these spells when I'm spelling these words. That's real, that's too real. I've been Roosevelt, I need a new deal. Trying to figure out what I should do still. Really never waiting here too still. I don't even know what I should say at all. Should I jump on in? Should I?
Hey, Danny.
Yeah, mate.
How's the Panhard situation? odds that should get us out of trouble.
Sounds good to me, buddy. I'm always open for that.
How do you feel about ratchet strapping diffs in? I'm thinking like I'll do like a...
Oh, no.
Okay, well, let me know when you are ready, and then we'll grab the graphic from there, yeah?
Okay.
So me and Mook here.
We'll do the graphic in 3, 2, and 1.
Dodgy mods!
Nailed it. Yeah, good job. That was good, fellas. Yeah, cool.
Alright, now we're done being weird, we're actually going to do some dodgy mods. The panhard wobble looks like it's getting worse. We're going to try and pick one up in Broken Hill and actually replace it properly, but till then, if we side load the bushing, it should stop the wobble. It's not real good for the longevity of it, but...
It's past its
yes.
expiry date.
How far are we from Broken Hill now for the people who aren't on the trip?
Probably about a day, but there's still a fair bit of this to go, and it's the corrugations that are really upsetting it. When you get onto a decent piece of grade, it's not that bad, but hit a few bumps, hit a pothole, and it's...
So essentially, because the bush is flogged out,
We're
you're
gonna
going to remove any of the play from the bush with the
Hopefully.
strap?
Yeah, it'll get some of it out. It won't get all of it out, but it will probably get us to a town.
Dodgy mods to the rescue again. Hopefully we can fix it properly and Broken Hill.
Yeah.
Roll out.
Done.
Yeah, look, not exactly what I was hoping for, but luckily it's just a minor thing. It's only a bush that's flogged out. Tell you what, it was a little bit of a worry when it happened.
Even if there is no water in this lake, I reckon it's still going to be pretty amazing to look at.
Man, even if it's just a huge salt pan, I'm still going to be stoked to see it. I tell you what though, I'm not coming all this way and not getting photos of a lake there. Let's take some anyway and I'll just Photoshop some water in.
Okay, Brody doesn't have a shotgun on the camera right now, so he's asked us to speak a little bit louder than normal. The lake is shit.
Would someone like to put it more eloquently, or that'll do us?
No, the landscape is beautiful, but as far as a lake...
Someone else. Does someone else?
Just get Nick. Nick is good at talking. Danny, not so much.
Hey, Nick. How about that lake there?
Oh, it's a bit disappointing. It's a bit disappointing there's no water in it, but still it's stunning to look at. It would be awesome to be here when there is water in it, because just look at the size of it, it'd be huge. But either way, sun's starting to set, nice landscape to look at. Definitely not disappointed we came here.
So it's not shit?
No, it's definitely not shit.
Oh, what a good lake. Oh, no, lifeguard, come and help me, I'm drowning in the lake.
Well, this went swimmingly.
It's a joke, get it? Because it didn't, because no fucking water, you can't swim, let's go camping.
Alright, so the corrugations have clearly rattled Danny's brain loose. We're gonna go and find somewhere to camp. It's pretty much just endless plains out here, so it shouldn't be too hard to find something.
Stuff changing constantly. It's not what I would have imagined. It's not how the picture books tell it at all.
My God, you could just sell it with this, you know, and then you come around a corner and it's just bang again. Like, honestly, you could spend weeks out here and never get bored.
I was filming flowers today.
Yeah.
We did how many water crossings? In the Outback. Like,
How'd the swags go, by the way?
wet. Like, still dry
Good,
inside.
Good.
So, I
Go to the
mean,
crash pad.
Yeah.
I think all the way back to Byrock, how much it's changed since then. We've still got to go that distance again.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Terrified because you're going to be in the Death Walker.
Nothing in my world, or anyone else's in Red Dirt Diary, happens until coffee happens. So, gonna grind some beans, boil the jet boil, start waking up a little bit, and enjoy this amazing Outback sunrise. Another icy cold morning in the Outback. We are just leaving our camp just outside of Peary Lake. I'm gonna head up to White Cliffs today. So White Cliffs, for anyone that doesn't know, is an opal mining town. Not quite sure how much is there, pretty sure it's a fairly sleepy place, but keen as mustard. Let's get back on the road.
I'm really keen to check out a bit of history of the area. Like, it's good to come and visit, but it's awesome to find out what happened here back in the day.
I reckon we lace these boots up, head on out there and have a look, see what it's about.
Alright, so we may have underestimated White Cliffs a little bit. We thought it was going to be a service station and that's it. It turns out it's basically a miniature Cooper Pedy without all the tourist crap. So we've come and seen the guys at the local general store, got some bacon and egg rolls and a map of cool stuff to do. So Danny's on the phone at the moment trying to chase up a panhard bush. In the meantime, we're going to go check out White Cliffs.
You'll notice that Nick right now is airing up 3 cars, all running 35s, and he's doing it with the minimum of fuss.
But like, actually.
No, he's actually doing it right now. It's all happening. It's literally our cars being aired up.
Yeah, don't even need to be near it. It literally just does it for you. You don't need to sit on the ground, crouch down, and constantly monitor your pressures. You can just get it going, get the system, does it all by itself, walk away, have a chat to your mates. Easy as.
It's the future, mate. It's the
I'm all about the convenience, mate.
evolution of four-wheel driving.
Oh.
And it's good for me, I've got a bad back because I spent so much time bent over.
Getting
So I'm just going to punch a few coordinates into the GPS.
Ready?
And we're off. White Cliffs is testament to how well preserved some of the Australian outback really is. It's like stepping back in time, which for me is not such a big deal because I drive a 26-year-old Patrol, but I reckon some of the relics here might even predate that. Righto, the in-car, the GoPro's gone flat. It's been a big day's drive since we last saw you. It's been a couple of 100 k's of bitumen with this thing just staying together, the front end, with a couple of retighten jobs on the ratchet strap, and yeah, it's been a pretty shitty drive. I am freaking rooted from trying to keep this thing straight for about 300 k's. So I think we'll probably get into town, I'll get my panhard, jump into the car park at the local motel there, because no shame, we're going to motel it tonight, and I'll do a bit of a press job on these bushes first thing in the morning before we roll out and hit the dirt again. So if I see you, I will, and if I don't, I won't miss you.
I'm no expert, but I have never picked up any auto parts from BWS.
Yeah, a little baggie full of
Anti-wobble?
full of anti-wobble.
Yes.
Yes, thankfully anti-wobble.
I think I'll miss the wobble. I will not miss the wobble. That's a joke.
How do you knock a sleeve into a panhard bush when you drive a Patrol?
Wait, is that a sex thing?
Is it? You better cut.
Pretty much the whole thing about this Outback trip has been that it doesn't need to be scary and you don't need to be a master mechanic to come out here and see it. Well, we have had an issue. It's really not that big a drama. We're going to change the bush ourselves because stuff that we can, but it's Sunday, it's Broken Hill, there's 1,000,001 4-wheel drive workshops. If you have this kind of basic issue, you can just wait till tomorrow and someone will change it for $50. We do have the tools and the experience to do it though, so we're going to give it a red hot crack, and hopefully we can get this big rig back on the road. Yeah, we can have some shenanigans. So we've got the, I can't remember what it's called, safe jack set up. And we're going to jerry rig it so it'll actually work like a bit of a press, and it just kind of ties in with those dodgy mods that if you have half an idea of what you're trying to achieve, you can normally rig something up. So you can see there what we did with the ratchet strap was just actually side load that bush and take some of the play out of it. Wasn't enough to get it bang on, but it was enough to fix the wobble and let us drive 400-500 k's out here. Step into my workshop. That is a fantastic transition.
You see that?
It's beautiful, Brody. This little Jesus, I'm gonna put on there. I'm gonna put the bush on, and then the arm in that gap, and I should be able to press that in pretty easily. Once that's in, we'll put the sleeve in, but before we do that, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of the old little
Straight into that hole.
Fucking, not a shaft, mate. I don't have a big enough shaft to get the job done. Also, the jack's too small. Should have this back in 2 minutes, no more wobbly boy.
Absolutely. It's kind of cool, like, It's our own little Mad Max adventure. I mean, except all the people in that got paid a lot of money. And they were talented. They were good looking and the cars were cool. Well, our cars are shit. We're poor. We're not talented. And they're just not roadworthy.
So it's just like it, but without being like it.
Yeah, it's exactly like it, but not
at all. Cool. Okay. Rolling.
I thought you were going somewhere with the okay.
Oh no, that's just how I talk.
Perfect. Very dramatic. I like where you're going.
Yep.
Pan hard. Done. Very tight butthole.
Do you want what we can use, or is that good, or?
So is the pan hard done?
Pan hard's done. Tweet like a butthole.
Do I even bother? Why do I bother pushing the little red button on the side when everything ends in it's like a butthole, mate?
Oh God, we've matched again.
Yeah.
Sunny day, cold morning, absolutely no hint of a hangover this morning. So we're just going to punch through town.
Head out to Day 3 Mine, which is on the way out to Silverton, so that'll be fun.
I'm keen to check this place out actually. Danny keeps raving about it. I have no idea what to expect. All I know is that this place is full of cool shit. So.
Mate, in the 2.5 seconds since we've been here, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
My background's coal mining, so I can really appreciate what they would have went through back in the day to get a bit of coal out of the ground. It's insane. It's hard jacket.
The place reminds me, what's the Back to the Future when they're in the Wild West? Number 3?
I think that was called Back
Second?
to the Future.
Number 3? 2? It doesn't matter.
What was number 1? One was...
Well, that's when you go...
One was the 50s. I think it was 3.
Yeah.
2... No.
2 was Wild... No, 3 was the Wild West. 2 was when Biff got the sports almanac. Was that the first one?
No, that was the first one.
That's the first one with the big clock tower thing.
The problem is they all tie together.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
cool. Good point, bro.
Yeah, so there's 4 minutes of great content.
There's your four-wheel drive show. Internet.
Well, we're done here.
That's
Hurry
a
up, boys.
I'll show you mine. Oh, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. But you walk right past me, pretending like you don't see what's yours for the taking tonight.
Silverton sums up absolutely everything I love about the New South Wales Outback, and I reckon this is the perfect place to wrap this trip up. Comes at the end of a long, dusty, red road, beautiful, iconic pub, history everywhere you turn. Whether you've been to the Outback a million times, whether you're a seasoned traveller or looking for your first run down some red dirt, highly recommend come out here, do the trip we've just done, bring some parts, bring some mates, bring heaps of beer, have a bloody ball, because this was a ripper. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon for episode 2. Whatever people are going to comment and say is the responsible speed, that's the speed I just went to a T. Yes, because you can't see my speedo, motherfucker.
I'll get it.
Don't get that.
Oh, did I get that? I thought I should get that.
Going very fast. I'm not driving to the conditions.
Hey.
Gonna go a bit more remote than that, mate. Strap yourself in, boys. Ready for one hell of a show.
Are those shots painted on?
I was teaching a body painting class at Tilpa Pub last night. When I said
Good.
they, I mean it was me, and it was just
The reception was frosty. Important to have high expectations. I have spent weeks, months, nay, years dreaming of this moment where I would reach from the murky depths. Incredible, guys.
Wait.
The culmination of my life's work right there. If you see that, that is, I've caught chicken breast.
That's phenomenal, because that wasn't in there, was it? That wasn't in there.
No, that wasn't in there.
No.
So the chicken has actually gone in there, matured to a good age, killed itself, plucked itself, cut a nice chunk of its breast off, and left it in the pot. I mean, yeah, sure, you can come out here for yabbies, but I mean, armies tonight, guys. I am keen as beef as well. Now, just saying, I forgot to press the thing. I am keen as hell, man. I was just saying to Brody that I replied to your last transmission without actually picking up the handbrake and hitting the button. So
Nulon Easy Glide. Danny keeps it by the bed. Because the truck's his bed, so it's, you know, his bed's in there and it's by the bed in case he needs to.
get a selfie. I'll film you getting a selfie.
I don't know if you're with me or not.
No, I'm not at all. I think it's just like we're all happy to be here. Like, you know, we're taking some selfies and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, okay, cool. I can do both.
Do you want to do it on the pocket? So
He's also with you.
Good, because it sounded super gay.
When we dip on yellow, when we dip on shallow,